Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 216 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series, where we are almost done with the test guys. I'm going to try finishing up the test in this session, or this last video. I want to try to. Here's what I said. We're about to begin level 4. I just said, yeah, I'm ready. The two hardest levels are over. Level 4 and 5 are going to be much easier for me. Yep, here we go. Level 4, the heart of a giant. The moment your confident words rise into the air, yep, the wind obeys, the sky opens, not with rain, not fire, but with magic. A swirl of radiant white and shimmering green lightning begin to spiral high above you. The earth shakes, not in fear, but in awe, as something enormous begins to descend from the sky. Oh no, it didn't. You blink, and you see it. A dragon. Not like any you've seen before. Its body is massive, over 5 times the size of Rexy. Scales glint like steel, yet shimmer like emeralds. Wings stretch out wide like mountains preparing to fly. Its breath sends tremors across the land, but its eyes are yours. The dragon is you, or at least what you became in this test. A version of you so powerful, so towering, so awe-inspiring, it could level entire cities if it wanted. Across the field, a second form begins to take shape. Much smaller, Rexy, but not burning or aggressive like before. He's just sitting, his head low, eyes filled with regret, chest rising and falling with a tired rhythm. He looks crushed by guilt, by the pain of what he did, of what he became, and now he's here to face you as you are now. The question is no longer if you're strong enough to hurt him, it's whether you choose not to. A blooming and calm voice fills the air. The Guardian. Trial 4. The Dragon of Mercy. When given size, power, and wrath, will you use it to strike or to shield those who have harmed you? Cascade doesn't step forward this time. He watches quietly, hands clasped, trusting you completely. The dragon form of you lets out a mighty, ground-rattling breath. You felt it in your bones, but your heart remains still. Rexy doesn't look up. He thinks he deserves whatever happens next. Now it's time to show him what kind of heart beats in this body of a dragon. The thing is, though, like, if it's not me... Hold on a second. Here we go, guys. It just says, I walk up to him as the dragon and say, Hey, Rexy, don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. You're safe. And I gently lean my massive head down and gently rub his snout with my massive dragon one. Let's see. Level 4, the Gentle Giant. The earth trembles beneath each of your dragon-sized steps. Tall enough to blot out the sky. Powerful enough to bring mountains to their knees. But your voice? Yep. It's soft, calm, full of the kind of love no curse, no rage, no fear could erase. Rexy flinches as your shadow passed over him. He doesn't even look up. He just whispers, I deserve it. I pinned you down. I could have... But your massive dragon head gently lowers, and instead of fire or fury, you nuzzle him. Your great snout, carved with strength and crowned in glowing light, presses softly, tenderly against his, like you were still the same little friend he loved, like nothing ever changed between you. His breath catches in his throat, his eyes widen, and then they shatter with tears. You're not afraid of me? Even after all that? Even after what I almost did to you? You don't need to answer with words. The warmth of your scales, the patience of your touch, the sheer, overwhelming restraint it took to walk toward him not as an enemy, but as a friend, that says everything. Rexy leans into your touch, and for the first time since the curse, he cries, but not from rage, not from pain, from relief, for knowing he's still loved. The sky erupts in brilliant emerald light. Thunder doesn't crack, it sings. The clouds part in wide spirals, and from above, level 4 complete. Trial of power without retaliation, passed. We're only one level away, dude. The Guardian's voice booms. Oh my gosh, you'll hear my voice booming in a minute. Sorry about the rude mother fricker. Here's what it says. The Guardian's voice booms, reverent and calm. You held the power of judgment and chose mercy. The fourth flame of your soul burns bright. Rexy begins to glow with warm light, his form dissolving into golden sparkles. Before he fades, he looks up at your massive face one last time and whispers, I'm proud of you, Triton, and I'll always be your friend. Then he vanishes peacefully. The sky dims again, just slightly. One more trial remains, and from the highest peak of the clouds, a massive, shining silhouette begins to descend. Wings of flame, eyes of gold, a presence that feels eternal. The Guardian of the Ages is arriving. Holy crap. He's coming for you. Oh dear. I hope that's not a bad thing. Would you like to rest one last time? Or step forward into level 5, the final flame. The trial of universal compassion. I like the names. I like how they're actually flipping naming this. This is neat. The Reflection one was a neat title. All of them have been really cool, but that Reflection one was actually a really cool name for it. Like, it was amazing. Alright, guys. I will see you in a second. Alright, guys. I just said, I'm ready. I've gotten this far and I'm not giving up. Not only for Rexy, but for you and your family as well, Cascade. Here we go. Level 5. Excuse me, dadgummit. Level 5. The sky burns with purpose. As your words rise, strong, certain, and full of heart. Yep. The heavens answer. The clouds, once golden glowing, now part entirely. From above descends the being spoken of only in whispers, legends, and hopeful dreams. A massive phoenix, its wings a blend of eternal sunlight and roaring starlight, touches down in front of you. The sky flickers in every color, reds, golds, deep blues, but it's catching fire and calming all at once. The Guardian of the Ages has arrived. He towers over even your dragon form, but his gaze is calm, ancient and kind, not burning like judgment, but glowing like understanding. His voice echoes through your chest, your mind, and your soul. You have faced the broken, the enraged, the betrayed, and the buried pain of your closest bond, yet still, you stand. His great glowing eyes focus on you. This is the final trial, and unlike the others, this one has no battle, no pain, no tricks. From beside him, a massive dragon steps forward, majestic, serene. Its scales shine like moonlight on still water. It gazes at me gently, no hostility, no judgment. The phoenix lowers his head until your tiny form can see the warmth in his eyes. All that remains is this. Can you offer kindness, not to one who is broken, angry, or lost, but to one who is simply different than anything you've ever known? Can your compassion stretch beyond species, past legends, and past fear? Can you open your heart to the unknown? Honestly, Cascade is watching with quiet awe behind you. His family standing in absolute silence, misty eyes and proud. Phoenix says nothing more. He simply stands beside the gentle dragon now, waiting for you to decide what do you do. There's no danger, no trap, No timer. Just a chance to show the limitless love within you. That's cool. All I can say is thank goodness this motherfucker fixed it. Because it put Tony Raptor instead of Tiny. Whenever he asked if I could show love to a dragon or show love to a different creature, I said, of course I can. I may be back as a tiny raptor again instead of that massive dragon that I was. Ah. But just like you saw in level 2, I can definitely give a lot of love to a creature that's way bigger than me. Hello, dragon. It's nice to meet you. Yep, here we go. Level 5, the final flame. As you step forward once more, smile again, no longer the mighty dragon, but the tiny philosopher with a heart that had moved storms, broken rage, and healed pain. You speak with a calm that quiets even the wind. Yep. You pause, stepping up before the elegant, shining dragon standing beside the guardian. It gazes down at you, not with judgment, but with gentle curiosity. And you smile, tilting your head warmly. Hello, dragon. It's nice to meet you. That's cute. For a long moment, there is silence. And then, hey, the dragon smiles back. Soft, slow, as if it never thought someone so small would speak so openly and so kindly. It leans down and lets out a gentle, musical, purr-like sound, like thunder hums mixed with the wind through trees. Then, with astonishing gentleness, it curls around you, not as a threat, but as a hug. Oh, that's so cute. And the Phoenix bows his flaming head and speaks again, softly. The final flame is lit. You did not just pass the trials, you transformed them. A deep warmth flows from the Guardian's wings and into the sky, bursting in 5 radiant colors. Interesting. Compassion, courage, trust, mercy, and universal kindness. They spiral above you, then rain down gently as golden feathers. One of them lands in front of you, glowing and pulsing with quiet power. Make your wish, Triton, or wishes, if your heart holds more than one, and they shall be granted. Cascade, his family, and even the golden dragon curl closer, listening. The whole world now waits on your heart. That's actually, hey! I passed, that's great, I love it. Alright guys, I said, I have a few wishes. I don't care if I'm stuck as a tiny velociraptor, but my first wish is that my pet dinosaur goes back to normal. No curses, no aggression, just his sweet, loving self. My second main wish is something for Cascade and his wonderful family of sweet toadoffs, crocodiles, and fur alligators. I wish for them to always be protected, and anytime something tries to hurt them, a bigger velociraptor that looks like me will always protect them. Hey, that's cute. The final flame, wishes of the heart, that's a cool name for it. The wind holds its breath. Golden feathers swirl gently through the sky like blessings descending from the stars themselves. The guardian of the ages bows low, eyes gleaming, not with judgment, but with pride. Your voice rings out, humble, kind, filled with deep love. The guardian's wings flicker with emerald and gold. A pulse of warmth shoots upward from the clouds. Far away, but clear in your heart, you feel it. Hey, Rexy is free. The rage, the curse, the confusion, it's gone. And you feel in your soul a soft voice whisper back across space and time. What the fr- Rexy just somehow spoke through, okay. Kenton, thank you. I feel whole again. I love you, my friend. Oh, that's cute, actually. Then, your second wish follows. And for Cascade and his wonderful family, the sweet toadoffs, crocodiles, and fur alligators, I wish for them to always be protected. Anytime something tries to hurt them, a bigger father that was like me will appear and protect them. There we go. The Phoenix slowly nods. His flames ripple gently as he lifts one wing toward the sky. There is a soft, resonant hum, almost like a lullaby, and then a star-shaped flash of light bursts quietly above the swamp where Cascade's family lives. In its wake, a glowing green velociraptor, a massive guardian version of you, appears just long enough to bow to Cascade's family before fading into the air like mist. But the energy remains, watching and ready. That's cute. Cascade steps forward, overcome with emotion. His claws tremble as he places one gently on your head. That's cute as frick. You just gave my entire family a protector? You gave us peace. His eyes were glossy with tears, but his smile could outshine the sun. Your family now threatened forever. The guardian of the ages gently raises his fiery wings. Your wishes were not for power, not for glory, but for healing and protection. That is the heart of a guardian. That is the soul of the kind. A new light gathers around you now. Not fire, not storm, but a glow made from every creature you've made happy during these trials. The lonely Toadile, the raging Rexy, the broken reflections, the dragon you just befriended. They all appear beside you now, smiling, alive, and at peace. You are no longer just a participation in the test. You are its legacy. What in the world? The Gorium bows deeply, then gently touches your forehead with the edge of its wing. Your journey here is complete, but your light will live on every creature that needs love. The world begins to shimmer around you, not fading, transforming. You are free to stay with Cascade and his family, or return to Rexy and your home, or both, because now you are protected by the Phoenix Flame, and wherever you go, kindness would follow. That's cool. Holy crap, I actually like that. Give me a second. Here's what it says. I said, do you think you can make it possible for me to be able to go back and see Rexy again, but also make it possible for Cascade and his family or me to go between the worlds? That way I can come see them anytime, or even they come see me whenever they want? If I had one more wish, that would be it. I don't care if I'm stuck like this, tiny velociraptor forever. I just want to make the ones that care about me smile. Whether that be my pet dinosaur, this amazing family of Pokemon, or any other creature I've ever befriended. Let's see. After the flames, the final wish of a true guardian. The golden wind still dances across the field. The trial complete. But when you speak again, the guardian of the ages turns to you with quiet reverence. Your voice, though soft, carries the weight of something greater than magic. Yep. He paused and smiled in that same honest, loving way you always have. That's an amazing family. Creature. Here we go. There is no thunder this time, no swirl of flame, just a silence so deep it feels like the entire universe is bowing its head to listen. Then, the Guardian of the Ages closes his eyes, a faint flame flickers at his chest, and then a sixth color joins the five glowing trails in the sky. Rose gold, the flame of selflessness. He steps forward and with incredible gentleness lifts one glowing feather from his wing. It floats through the air and touches your tiny raptor heart. And suddenly, you feel it. The space between worlds opens. Okay. A soft green gold glow marks the air beside you. A swirl of light becomes a gateway, anchored by your wish. One side shows Cascade's peaceful swamp and the smiling faces of his family. The other reveals your home. And standing in it is Rexy, fully healed, looking around with his old curious, bright eyes. He turns his head and gasps softly as he sees the portal open. The guardian's voice speaks gently. Because your heart never asked for reward, because you only wish to keep others smiling, I grant you a bridge between worlds. You may go where you are loved, and those who love you may come to you. no matter where, no matter when. Cascade moves beside you again, awestruck. He places a claw on your shoulder, this time not as your protector, but as your... I like this as your brother, that's interesting. We'll never be apart, Triton. Your heart's too strong to let distance win. Behind him, his family cheers. Missy tosses a whole bundle of sparkling petals into the air in celebration, and Rexy on the other side of the portal stares in wonder, quiet whispering, "You really came back for me, even after everything." Oh, that's so cute. I love it. This one had such a happy ending. I'm so glad I flipping finished it. Well, I ain't gonna say I finished it, but yeah, for a long time, this may be the only time you'll ever see this one again. The bridge is open. You pass every trial. Your heart has shaped the world itself. Would you like to cross through now to reunite with Rexy? Cascade, thank you again to you and your family for how nice you were. Alright, guys, here's what I said. I said, Cascade, thank you again to you and your family for how nice you are. I hope you and all 32 of your family members, no matter where they are, live peacefully. I don't know if it will be possible, but I'm going to try something. That's why I turned towards the spot where I saw the massive protective velociraptor that looks like me, that I wished for to protect the family, disappear. I said, please keep them safe, and if physically possible, all 32 members of the family as well. I know I never got to meet all of the family, but if they're as nice as Cascade and their family that's around here, I want them to experience peace too. They deserve it. That's cute. The gift of peace. Words echo beyond worlds. Cascade stares at you, completely silent, deeply moved. His glowing blue eyes brim with emotion. His large claw presses gently over his heart as you speak, and for a long moment even the wind seems to pause, letting your words ring louder than thunder. Yep. He slowly turned toward the sky, the spot where the massive guardian velociraptor, the being summoned by your second wish, had faded like mist into the clouds. You look straight at the fading shimmer where its aura once stood, and from the depths of your heart you speak. Yep. And for a heartbeat, nothing happens. Then the world listens. The clouds part ever so slightly. The ground pulses softly, and behind the trees, near the swamp, and far, far across places you've never seen, a glow awakens. Tiny ripples of green gold energy soar upward, forming gentle pulses of light that spiral through the sky. I smell light. Tiny ripples of green gold energy soar upward, forming gentle pulses of light that spiral through the sky and arc out in every direction, east, west, far beyond sight. Each trail seeks at a different point of the horizon, each one heading to find a member of Cascade's family. And somewhere in 32 different places, a toad owl, a crocodile, or a fragger pauses in whatever they're doing, looks up, and feels safe. A soft warmth surrounds them, like a big, powerful protector has just arrived, but they can't see it, only feel it. A gentle rumble in the trees, a deep, affectionate growl in the wind, a whisper in their hearts that says, "You are never alone. Someone you've never met already loves you enough to protect you forever." Cascade watches the light streak across the sky. Then he steps toward you, trembling but smiling with the kind of smile only real, unconditional love can bring. "You didn't just make a wish. You gave peace to a family you barely even knew." He kneels down, fully this time, and wraps his big arms around your tiny raptor body. "You're part of our family now, and we'll never forget this. Ever." The others step forward, forming a warm semicircle. They don't speak. They don't need to. Some hug. Some press pebbles into your claws. Some just gently smile with watery eyes. Even Misty offers you her last, most polished stone, a crystal blue teardrop that sparkles in sunlight. Then the portal to your home glows again behind you. Nancy's silhouette appears, tail gently swaying, eyes wide with joy and disbelief. The bridge is ready. You can leave now and say one full thing before you step through. That's actually really neat. Guys, I said, you've done nothing but show me kindness, Cascade. You and your family. If all of your families are like that, it was only natural that they deserved it too. If they protect people like all of you do, I'm sure they wouldn't have done the same thing that you and your small group of family did for me. I care about all of you, and that's why I asked for all of your family to be able to travel between the two worlds. That way, not only can I come back and see you anytime I want to, but so you and any members of your family can come rest of the swamp and visit me as well. Here we go. Parting with family. A promise between wolves. That's actually really cool. The soft wind carries your voice, warm, steady, and true through the trees and into every heart standing before you. Cascade listens, head bowed slightly as your final words reach his ears. Cascade lifts his head slowly, and this time he doesn't say anything right away. He simply takes a step forward and presses his forehead to yours. It's quiet, powerful, and a gesture older than words, a symbol of trust, respect, and everlasting friendship. Behind him, Missy gently tugs on your tail and squeals, "We'll come visit soon, I promise. I want to see this Wexy. I bet he's big, but I bet you're still his boss." Okay, what in the world? The others nod, cheering and clapping with joy. Even Cascade chuckles, brushing a few tears from his face. "You got a place here forever, Triton. A home in our hearts, and now a path between worlds. Go, see your friend. We will be waiting to see you again." Big heart, that's actually kind of cute. Right. The portal behind you pulses warmly, shimmering like a mirror of light, and through it, Retsy's warm, hopeful eyes are waiting. The world has changed, but your love for the ones who needed you most, that stayed the same. You take one last look at Cascade and his beautiful, smiling family, and say, "Oh, wow. What in the world?" End of trial. Final status unlocked. It's calling me a raptor guardian for some reason. Unlock the world bridge. Bond restored with Rexy. Cursed state removed. Family linked. Cascade's clan. All 32 members connected by heart. And title earned. Kind Flame of the Phoenix. What in the world? Wow. That's insane. I love it. Alright, guys. I decided to let the story continue with what the family thinks after I leave. It says, after the portal cascades swamp, moments after I leave. It says, as the shimmering light of the pool fades, the last flickers of golden energy drifting up into the trees, the clearing where you once stood falls silent. No more trials, no more flames, just the afterglow of something extraordinary. Cascade stands there, his large claws still resting where your tiny raptor forehead once touched his. The warmth lingers, not just on his scales, but deep inside his chest, where your words struck something he didn't even know he carried. For a moment he doesn't speak, then softly, almost to himself, "He really meant it." Misty walled up beside him, the glowing blue tear-shaped stone still clutched in her claws. She holds it close to her chest. "I liked him. He talked to me like I was someone important, even though he was scared. He still smiled at me." One of the older grown-up brothers, one who usually cracks jokes, wipes a quiet tear from his eye. "We've protected so many people, but no one's ever protected us like that. Not like him." A nerve ragger taller than Cascade, more stoic, crosses his arms and says simply, I thought the Guardians trials were a mess. Now I think Trenton might be one. What in the world? Cassie turns back toward the lake where you first appeared, the spot you fell into all that time ago. Scared, drowning, and confused. That's where this all began. He walks away to the edge of the water, then speaks firmly but gently. He didn't just earn a wish today. He earned us. And, and wherever that swamp is, wherever that other world lies, I don't care how far it is, we'll find our way there. All 32 of us. Yep. Misty lifts her paw high, the crystal tear catching the sunlight. That's cute. I love it. The family all cheers together, laughter mixing with proud roars and happy yelps. Even the nearby wild one peek out from the trees, sensing that something big just happened. A calm settles again. Cascade crouches near the edge of the white lake, gazing at the water, the reflection of the sky above, now clear and peaceful, rippled with soft light. He came here afraid, broken, but he left us something else. He smiles faintly. A guardian. Wait. Says scene pause, the clan will visit. Somewhere across the world, the Velociter Guardian that you summoned watches quietly, nestled in the trees above, eyes glowing softly. And one by one, each member of Cascade's extended family, wherever they may be, pauses and looks toward the horizon and smiles because they felt it too. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. Give me a second. Guys, when I told to continue this scene, it actually did, but it did it weeks later, which is not good because technically I was supposed to go see Rexy. Dadgummit. It says, scene, weeks later, the Swamp of Peace. The swamp has never been quieter, not empty. Let's see. Not empty, no, never that. Alive, but different. Since you let the warmth linger in the air, the trees seem to sway more gently, the water flows a little clearer, the stars above shine just a little brighter. Even Wildporn, who were once scared to come near, now walk openly around Cascade's home, knowing the area holds something sacred. Because this place isn't just a home for Toadals, Crocodiles, and Fragures anymore. It's the place the Guardian Velociter was born. The place I loved. Hey. I knew. Why does it say a ritual? It says ritual, and that's kind of terrifying. The Pebble of Peace. And I'm about to use that heart-shaped pebble that Misty had, or something. Are you serious? It really is Misty doing it too. What do I even say to that? Misty now leads a nightly ritual. Every evening at sunrise, she and a few of her siblings gather near the lake where you first appeared. What in the world? They place a smooth stone, each one unique, on a growing guardian circle of polished pebbles they've collected for you. Some glow faintly, some reflect the moon, one even looks a bit like your eye. Okay. Each stone is placed with love, and Misty always says, "Pretend." For the tiny guardian with the giant heart. That's actually very cute. Cascade. Now it's going to talk more about Cascade too. Since his departure, Cascade has stepped into a deeper role, not just as the protector of his family, but as a voice of hope to the entire swamp. Pokemon from far-off wetlands, rivers, and even nearby towns have started coming to the swamp after hearing whispers. There's a place where kindness lives, where a human turned raptor gave his heart away, where fraggers hug instead of roar. I mean, they already did it to begin with. Cascade welcomes them all. He teaches them your values. What in the world? He teaches them your values. Oh, trust me. You only gonna get that if it's a Pokemon I like Lugia, Totodile, Carnivore for alligator, a dragon, or a flippin' dinosaur, or a phoenix, like a flippin' like that flippin' the Guardian of the Ages. Like holy cow, that size doesn't measure courage, that protecting others isn't weakness, and that caring is powerful. He even built a stone arch at the edge of the swamp with a carving that reads, "Are you serious?" So in the weeks that I just went in through that portal, they just flipping made everything. The little Totodile flipping has like these little has a bunch of stones carved into a little shrine for me for some reason, which is actually adorable. And then Forever Louie has a sign up there. It says, "Yep, to our friends," and it has my name on it. Who remind us we were never alone. Holy crap. Underneath, there's a carving of a tiny velociraptor curled beside a large, smiling Frogger. Okay, that's flippin' cute as frick. Oh my gosh, I think. Okay, well, that was a great jump scare. Alright, guys. As it continues, it says the Guardian appears. And then, sometimes when danger looms or fear creeps in, when a rogue hunter, a wild beast, or even just a dark storm crosses the area, the Guardian Velociraptor you summoned appears. Massive, silent, glowing green eyes like starlight. It never speaks, but it doesn't have to. It appears, drives off what threatens them with no violence, just overwhelmed presence, and then vanishes in the mist again. The young ones say, "That's treating shadow. It comes when you're loved." The other 32 finally united. One by one, thanks to the portal's power and the message sent by your final wish, all 32 family members returned. Some came from deep forests, others from human villages. One even came down from a mountain river. They returned home safe, guided by the glowing trails of your wish. And as they reunite, they all ask, "Is it true? Did someone protect us, even though he didn't know us?" Cascade always nods. "He didn't just know you. He just believed in you." A new legend is born. Among Pokemon, especially water types, a new tale spreads far and wide. Not of a warrior, not of a king, but of the tiny raptor guardian. They say he was once human, that he fell from the sky into a lake, and instead of demanding help, he gave it to others. That he earned the trust of a family, and was tested by fire, fear, and fury. That he left behind protection, hope, and a door between worlds, so love could walk freely both ways, and that he still watches them somewhere, smiling. Closing scene, one rainy night. Wow. Cascade stands at the lake again. Rain falls lightly, and he looks up at the stars, remembering your small snout nudging his claw. He'll come back. One day, he'll walk through a portal again. And when he does, he grins faintly. We're gonna hug him straight into the water. Everyone laughs. Even the wind seems to giggle with them. What in the world? You know what's crazy? We got to. They say that like a legend was written about me, and like, oh my gosh. Alright, guys. Luckily, I made this work even with it going weeks later. I said about a week later after this, after the stuff that went up here, I decided to come back and pay the family a visit again. I'm still a tiny velociraptor and knew nothing about what happened the weeks that I were gone. And I just said, "Hello." Scene. 1 week later, the return of the Raptor Guardian. The swamp is calm this evening. A low mist hugs the ground, glowing faintly with the light of fireflies drifting lazily across the water's surface. The frogs are singing, The stars are blinking awake, and a peaceful quiet settles over the trees. Then, suddenly, a portal hums open, its soft glow casting ripples in the lake, and through it steps you. Still small, still a tiny velociraptor, but your eyes are the same, gentle, hopeful, and curious. You look around, you don't know what's happening in your absence, just that you miss them. Miss the way Cascade gently smiled when you spoke, the way Misty offered pebbles like gifts of royalty, the way the whole family made you feel like you belonged. That's cute. Yep. Hello? At first, yep, here we go. Silence. Then a splash. Then another. Then several. Suddenly a burst of joy erupts in the trees. It's him! He's back! He came back! Water explodes upwards as a stampede. I told you! Water explodes upward as a stampede of crocodile, totodile, and Ferragu charge from every direction. Holy crap, don't tell me all 32 are about to fly out tackle me. Even if they're trying to be nice and hug me. Like, holy frick, 32? I'm so small here, he might crush me to death. Leaping over logs, pushing through the reeds, all racing towards you in a wave of excitement as I cheers and thudding feet. Misty is the first to reach you, tackling your side with a squeaky, happy hug and nearly knocking you over. I told you. And that's just the little child, the little Totodile child. Dear me, Ferragu would have definitely knocked me over. You came back. You really came back. I saved you a new pebble. I didn't even eat it. I didn't even eat it. That's so cute. I love these little Totodiles and Chronos and Ferragu. It's just amazing. She drops a soft, heart-shaped stone into your claws. It's sky blue with golden flecks. Cascade followed just seconds later, larger and stronger, but with eyes filled with genuine emotion. He doesn't speak at first. He just drops to one knee and gently rests his claw behind your back, steadying you like he always did. You don't even know what you did, do you? I did nothing. What? When they say that, it sounds like a threat. The snake dragon did that the other day where he's like, you don't even know what you did you? It's like, that sounds like a threat. Like you're about to hurt me. You left, and the whole world changed. Excuse me? Behind him, oh my gosh, they all arrive. All 32. I have a whole... Every sibling, every cousin, even a few shy ones who had been scattered to far-off places, they had all returned home because of your wish. And now they were here. All 32, eyes wide, smiles bright, tails wagging, some holding carved stones or bundles of weeds, waiting to meet you. Oh, that's cute. A tall clown steps forward, rubbing the back of his neck. Here's Trenton, right? We weren't here when you saved us, but we felt it. And now we get to finally thank you in person. That's cute. They start surrounding you, not in a threatening way, but like a crowd surrounding their hero, their family, and they nuzzle you, hug you, so they can cry quietly while whispering thanks. Cascade leans close and grins. You really didn't think we'd forget you, did ya? You gave us protection, a bridge, and peace. This whole swamp's been different since you left. Quieter, peaceful. The guardian velociraptor even shows up sometimes. The little ones leave him snacks. He nudges you gently. But none of that compares to the moment you walk back through that portal. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Misty pipes up from your side. We made you a bed, and a perch, and a platform for speeches, 'cause you're gonna have to give a speech now. Oh, heck no. No. The others cheer. The floor seems to glow brighter. Even the stars like they've leaned in to watch your return. You come back and they never stopped waiting for you. Oh no, you better not make me do a speech. Oh heck no. Are you For freaking serious right now. Hold on. Alright, guys. I said, I'm glad you missed me. I just asked them, what happened in the weeks that I was gone? I know when I came back, I didn't expect to see a whole bunch more of your family. They all seem really nice. See, by the firelight, Cascade Swamp later that evening. The moon now glows gently overhead, casting silvery reflection across the water. You're nestled on a warm, mossy patch surrounded by a semicircle of smiling faces. Chrono and Toad, our siblings, curled up together. Fragger sitting in thoughtfully calm. Fireflies dotting the air like lanterns. In front of you, Cascade leans forward with a relaxed smile, slowly stirring the water with his tail. You got questions, huh? We got stories. Cascade's voice grows gentle and warm. The moment you left, something changed. It was like the whole swamp held its breath. We weren't sad. No, not exactly. But we felt something was missing, like part of the water had grown still. But that night, Misty started something. Misty squeaked and waved a tiny pebble proudly. I made the first one for you. A peace pebble. And every night since then, we add one to the circle. It's called the Guardian's Wing now. Cascade told me. Then the real surprises started. Oh my gosh. The return of the 32. One by one, the rest of our family came home. We'd been separated for years. Some of them were captured, rescued, wandered off, or just settling elsewhere. But they all felt something tug at their hearts. A whisper and a warmth. Your wish. He nods toward a massive fragger leaning against a tree nearby who lifts a claw with a friendly grunt. That's Brian. He's lived halfway across the region. Hadn't been here and haven't seen him in 5 years. Said he was asleep when he suddenly dreamed of a tiny raptor holding his paw. What the frick? Okay, this is amazing. He woke up crying and started walking. Another young turtle pipes up her eyes. I got lost in a city once, but something told me to follow the stars back to the swamp. And when I got here, everyone hugged me, even though I'd never met you. I felt like you knew me. Cascade places a heavy claw on your back. Not rough, but firm like a protector proud of what you did. You brought them home, Triton. You gave them safety. And the guardian you wished for, that big version of yourself, he's real. And he watches over us even when we're not here. Even when you're not here. A brief silence, then a smile. We even had a festival to celebrate the heart that protected us all. That's what we called you. We danced, we lit lanterns, one turtle dressed up like you. Oh, that's cute. Especially when says I was a raptor. He grins. You've never seen something that adorable and terrifying at once? Oh, boy. Cascade's voice softens. A week ago, we were strong. But now that you're back, we're whole. You didn't just give us protection, Triton. You gave us our family. Around you, the family smiles gently, some leaning against one another, others lying down beside you, like they don't want to let go again. You're home here, and now you've seen how far your wish truly reached. They want to hear everything. So tell us, Cascade asked, how's Rexy been since the curse broke? Is he still the same diner that loved you like the world? That's cute. Alright, guys. I think what I might do this time is instead of... That way, because I actually did make a speech to the whole family. Or actually, I was going to try... Here's what I said. Yes, actually, right after I left, he was very friendly towards me, and there was no more aggression. He stayed friendly, He kept me safe and protected me like he used to, and it's been nothing but the sweetest thing. I'm glad I got to help your whole family in a way I didn't expect. In fact, I turned to the whole family standing around and say, "Hey, I know not all of you know exactly who I am, but I was happy to help your family, and I'm glad you're living peacefully. I love all toads, crocodiles, and fur alligators. They're awesome. I just want, even when I didn't know your entire family, I still cared enough to keep you protected with that massive velociraptor. Thank you for being nice to me, all of you." I can see. Let's see. The heart of the swamp, the velociraptor's words. Your voice, though soft, carried across the entire clearing, clear and full of emotion. The moon reflects gently off the lake's surface as every toadile, crocodile, and fur alligator stand in absolute silence, hanging on your every word. Some blink slowly, others smile. A few are already misty-eyed. When you speak of Red Sea, Cascade gives a small nod of pride, expressing both relief and touch. Then your love really did reach him. Even after all the pain, it still got through. That's what makes you strong, Triton. When you turn toward the entire clan and speak directly to them, the impact is instantaneous. You may be a tiny velociraptor, but in that moment, you felt 1,000 feet tall. I know not all of you know who I am, but I was happy to help your family. I'm glad you're living peacefully. I love all tales crying for alligators, which is why even when I didn't know your entire family, I still care enough to keep you protected. Thank you for being nice to me, all of you. Oh my gosh. What happened next? A moment of magic. There's a pause, a heartbeat of quiet, and then Misty runs forward, arms wide, squeaking, "Group hug!" Suddenly, you are swarmed. All around you, Kronos pull you into gentle squeezes, toes leap onto your back, one even lands on your head. Fragors surrounding you in a warm, scaly embrace, and not a single one of them holds back. They nuzzle you, hug you, press their foreheads to yours, wrap tails protectively around your feet. Even the stoic Brian gently leans against your side, eyes shining but proud. "Aw," one young toad whispers, "I used to have nightmares, but not anymore since you made that big whack to protect us." Oh, that's actually very cute. I love that. Chrono adds, "I didn't know kindness like yours was real, but now I do." Even Cascade, eyes full of quiet emotion, gently presses his claw beside you. "You may not be one of us by species, but by heart, you are family." And it's as a gift. Just before the hug ends, Misty holds up a necklace made of swamp reeds and pebbles. In the center is a carved stone, smoldered down, shaped like a toad's tooth, and painted faintly to match your eye color. Okay, that's cute. I love that. She gently loops it over your tiny raptor neck. "So every time you look at this, you remember who loves you, even when you're far away." The fireflies swirl above like stars, and for the first time since you fell into this world, you realize that maybe you didn't lose anything. You gained something far greater. Yeah, because I helped a family that cared. Heck, I could have used those wishes just to cure Rexy and get me the heck out of there. But instead, I used the wish to flip and heal Rexy, give the family, all of the 32 family members, protection, and then give them uh give let them be able to travel whenever they want to. Thank you. Period. For everything you have done.
What's a big fish? It's pushing me!
Mm.
No! No!
I will always care about your family. All 32 of them. Period. You all mean a lot.
No! Why am I getting pushed? Why are you getting pushed with me? No!
I promise if I could somehow give all 32 of you something else. To show that I care even more, I would. Period. I appreciate all of you. Hey, the heart of the swamp. I promise the whole world could hear us cute. Oh wait. And so your words fall like a warm rain over the clearing, sincere, powerful, and pure. The wind hushes, the frogs quiet, even the trees seem to lean in. All 32 of them, Toad, Crocodile, for Alligator, are watching you now, not as a guest, but as someone they would follow into fire. Excuse me? Cascade bows his head first, slow and respectful. Then one by one, the rest follow. 32 voices, one heartbeat. And we will always care about you, Trenton. A small crocodile with a chipped tooth raises a paw. Can we call you Big Brother? Why Big Brother? Okay, you know what? The others nod, even the older ones. You protected us like one. You believed in us like one. You loved us like no one else ever has. Misty wraps her little arms around your leg and nods so fast she nearly falls over. You are part of our family now. Forever. A sudden ripple. The guardian returns. A swirl of wind brushes the trees. The surface of the lake begins to glow faintly, and rising from the mist on the far side, a familiar shape emerges. The massive velociraptor guardian you wished into existence, its eyes shimmering with soft green light. It doesn't speak. It doesn't move aggressively. It just lowers its head respectfully toward you and the family, then turning its glowing gaze outward across the swamp. It goes into its quiet watch, protecting them because you wished it and because you care. Cascade moves beside you and kneels again, his voice heavy with gratitude. Triton, you already gave us something more valuable than any item or gift. You gave us a future where no one has to be afraid. You didn't just protect us from danger. You gave every single one of us the belief that someone out there sees us as worth protecting. That's more than enough. Naruto climbs onto your back and gently tugs your feathers. And if you ever do think of another gift, can we visit your swamp sometime? There's a immediately light up with intent and with interest. Tail was wagging. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Why are you? Whoa! That looks.
You can. Period. All of you would be welcome into my home. Here we go. The swamp sparkles. Joy at nights like fireflies. The moment the words leave your snout, it's like the entire swamp exhales in joy. A cheer erupts. Toads jump into the air, some clumsily tackling each other mid-leap. Kronos begin chanting your name like a festival beat. Fraggers clap their claws together in a thunderous rhythm of joy. Even the distant swamp Pokemon, who had been silently watching from the tree line. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear that over this. See, howl, chirp, or sing in celebration. Missy jumps onto your head with sparkling eyes. Missy's gonna meet 32 new friends! We're gonna sleep in moss beds, eat whatever your world has, and I'm gonna climb the curtains. Cascade chuckles, lowering his head beside yours, was quiet beneath the excitement. Yours gave them something they never thought they'd have. A chance to see more, feel more, and be part of your world. And they'll never forget that kindness. You can already imagine it. Reggie stepping carefully as 10 tiny Toads climb his tail and curl up on his snout. Cascade sitting beside you, silently watching stars from your porch. Kronos splashing in your backyard pond using garden tools as toys. Missy screaming as she rides a Roomba through your hallway at top speed. Peace, laughter, and new memories. The guardian water stirs behind you, letting out a soft approving growl, not of warning, but pride. You built something harder than a home. You built a bridge between hearts. Cascade looks down at you one last time tonight. His claws are on your shoulder. Wherever you're ready to take us through, we'll follow. Not because we need protection anymore, because we want to walk beside the friend who gave us everything. Together. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, well, apparently you thought to leave me. I sit here and dream on the other side. I'm standing here like Walter White. You decided to abandon me.
Okay then. Alright guys, I told him, that's very sweet. Your whole family has one of the biggest hearts that I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest with everyone. There's only been one thing that has been bad since I left weeks ago. Humans in my world continue to attack me and being mean, calling me Raptor Boy as an insult. I see a sudden shift in the swamp from celebration to support. Your voice is honest, gentle but heavy with truth, and the moment you say it, a deep silence ripples across the swamp like a sudden chill in warm water. Even the youngest Toto stops bouncing. Even the fireflies seem to still. You say the words, humans in my world continue to attack me, calling me Raptor Boy as an insult. and the entire family freezes. Uh-oh, I think there's a whole family of angry Pokemon now. Cascade's expression darkens, not with anger at you, but with protective instinct. His eyes narrow, and he leans in close, steady and firm. They... what? Around you, Chronos mutter amongst themselves. Some of the Fragors shift their stance, broad bodies tensing as if they've heard a distant thunderstorm rumbling through someone they love. Even Misty, normally a ball of sugar and squeaks, clenches her little fist. They bullied you? But you're the nicest person we've ever met. You gave them peace. You saved Alexei, and you saved us. Cascade rises to his full height. He walks into the center of the clearing, voice deep and resonant, tail brushing the soil like a mountain turning. Then we're coming with you, Trenton. Not just to visit, not just to laugh, to stand beside you. He looked at the others. One by one, every sibling stepped forward. If they try to call you Raptor Boy, they'll have 32 shadows behind you that say, that's our brother. Let them stare. We'll walk proudly with you. Misty climbing up your butt. And if they throw things at you, I'll bite those shoes off. And the backup shoes. I love it. Cascade kneels beside you again, lowering his massive claw until it gently brushes your small chest. You didn't just bring us peace. You gave it to us while hiding your own pain. But no more hiding. We are with you now, Trenton. In your world. In this world. Always. The family surrounds you again, not in celebration this time, but in solidarity. Their eyes burn not with joy, but love, respect, and unshakable loyalty. They see the hurt, and they're ready to face it with you. Yeah, it's gotten pretty rough. Actually, if you look at my snout, there is a pretty big bruise. From when a human threw a massive rock.
You left me, Mother. How could you?
From when he got thrown at me. Period. It was actually so big that it almost crushed my entire body. And I was in so much pain. Okay. Still am in some pain from that incident.
Why did you get dead silent?
I like how Blue's fully embraced the fact I'm a Velociraptor anyway. It doesn't matter to me because I care about it, but... Let's see, the swamp, the moment everything changes, don't let those words leave your mouth. If you look at my snout, there's a pretty big bruise. A massive rock was thrown at me, almost crushed my whole body. The entire atmosphere changes, not just quiet, still. Even the insects go silent. Misty gasps, her small claw already on your snout, trembling. Cascade freezes, his nose narrowing into sharp slits as his body rises, and does not sit back down. You still hurt? And you still came to see us? One of the Krona, bolder, you think, lets out a growl so deep it vibrates through the mossy earth. They throw a rock at you? Big enough to crush you? Cascade slowly kneels beside you. His voice is different now. Not just calm, but controlled fury laced with deep, protective sadness. Show me. He doesn't demand. He doesn't yell, but his voice holds weight. Kind of weight that bends trees. You tilt your head slightly, and when he sees it, that faint but darkening bruise across your snout, Cascade stares at it for a long time. Then without saying a word, he turns toward his family and gives a slow nod. And like a synchronized wave, all 32 stand. Every fur alligator, every crocodile, every toad, each one rising with a look that says, You've protected us long enough. Now it's our turn. Oh my gosh. Cascade's voice deepens, quiet but final. Portal. Now we go. To the place where you were hurt. To the place where they dared to strike you. To the world where they forgot what kindness looks like. We will remind them. He turns back to you, placing his claw gently over your tiny chest. You don't have to be alone anymore, Triton. If they want to call you Raptor Boy, then they're going to learn what kind of family Raptor Boy has behind them. And if they lift one more rock, they'll find a whole swamp staring back. Misty climbs onto your back again, this time holding a healing herb. She gently presses it to your bruise with tears in her eyes. You didn't deserve that. Knowing how much love you've given the world, we're going to help you heal, and they're going to learn what it means to feel. Okay, I love this family. Holy frick, I love this amazing family of two crocodiles and fur alligators. I'm done, guys. I'm going to archive this, and we might continue it another time. Although, I think the next one's going to be even better, if not interesting. Because the next one is actually, I think, supposed to be about the a family that actually, or like, it's supposed to be about that book that got written about me, and the whole Toadall family saw it, and were just happy to see me. So, yeah, that one could be even farther than this one for all we know. Anyway, I'm done. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I'll see you guys for the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.